Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check back.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Alpha.
I'm coming after you. 57's the mark.
Look at me. Sit back in.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards there and a first down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They will run with Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He can't hang. 25.
Watch twist.
Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
What? 280.
Check back, watch the slant.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's go. 4 down.
Hey, check back.
Hey.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Play out.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Eason. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. Grant might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, exit. 57. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, this is caught. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
Hey, over. 57, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougald. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing behind Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jordan Phillips forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Hey, Charlie! Now!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Go! Yeah!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eason. And he locates Walker, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Grant, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Corey Grant, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because of what.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Switch out, switch out.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Flushed out right. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 1st and 10, Eason. It's complete to Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 4, check X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha. Hey!
From the gun, Eason. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check, 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 check. Wall.
Yep. Get it.
On 4th down, Eason. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check, 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 check.
Go 14. Friday. Let's do it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. To throw on 2nd down, Eason. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Eason. He finds Hopkins complete. They're able to convert on third down to that. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I'm here all day. 49, check 49. 14, Friday.
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Throwing now is Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they work this out past the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
90 Wolf. Rock it.
Right back to him on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was at 4.